want to start off by saying that I really believed in this developer, in this game. I've been following it since the first reveal trailer, and I was really hoping it would be good. And at first I really enjoyed the game, but as I progressed through it, I saw more and more issues and more systems that were rushed or like not completed. And I get that this is a smaller developer, but some of this stuff is still unacceptable. Firstly, the lies. One of the main features of Samson, which they advertised, is environmental fighting, where you can use the environment in a bunch of ways to fight your fights. And one of the ways this was showcased in all the trailers and promotional work is by showing a clip of Samson pushing someone into a fridge, into like a beverage fridge, that would kinda act like a finisher. Now, while this does work in the one specific scene that they used in the promotional work, it does not work anywhere else in the game. I tried pushing people into every refrigerator I found after that mission, and it never worked. Question is why? Like, if you already have a system that allows you to do that, why not apply to that to other fridges in the game? I don't know, this one's kinda weird, but I felt really disappointed when I found this out. The next thing is the point system, which makes no sense at all. Every day you get 6 points, and you're supposed to complete story missions and earn $3,000 every single day. Problem is, most missions pay around $1,000 and they take 2 points from you, 2 to 3 points in most cases. And the problem with that is story missions also use 2 points, sometimes 3, and they pay like, at max I seen it was like $750, but that was like near the end of the game. Most of the story missions pay you $500. So this system, while at first I thought it was so cool and I really enjoyed it, after some time I realized that this is just made to drag out the playtime. It achieves nothing else. Because you're either gonna be forever stuck collecting money every single day, or you're gonna do story missions and you're gonna fail because you didn't give back to that. This might have been an oversight, but I don't know, honestly, kinda like how does this happen again? I don't know. Another thing with the point system is the fact that you lose a point every time you fail a mission if you want to retry it. And the problem with that is, as we'll discuss later, that often you will die due to game-breaking bugs, such as NPCs stun locking you, or game being unable to decide whether you're too far away or too close to a target. So any fail or death will take a point away. So you can kind of see where that becomes even worse. This would be perfectly fine if the game was working as intended and wasn't as buggy. The next thing is the NPCs. NPCs just have complete wall hacks. Every time they're chasing you and you get away, they will either spawn right in front of you, you'll get spotted by invisible NPCs, or if that doesn't happen, you end up going into an alleyway, they will find you. Even though last time they seen you was like 3-4 blocks away, they will perfectly pull into your alleyway and exactly where you are. Like, there's no leniency towards that. Like, they will pinpoint exactly where you are. They will not even attempt to go any other way. And this is so annoying, especially during missions which require you to escape police or gangs or whatever else. Now the next thing is NPC fights, and that's another can of worms, as like, I've seen people say that fights are boring and NPCs fight you one by one. Personally, I did not experience this myself, as every time there was more than 2 enemies, they would just stun lock you to death in most cases. Another thing is, I've noticed that the game becomes really unresponsive if there's more than few enemies. Like, there's been so many scenarios where Samson just refuses to even punch anyone. Like, you can just spam click the punch button, nothing will happen. Same with healing or even like parrying or dodging the punches. Developers did say that they're working on making the game more responsive, but will that actually happen? Will it? Another thing which is completely broken is animations and other stuff. For example, people can pull you out of your car without even being near your door or your car. Which brings me to another point. You can't pull people out of their cars to steal their car, which is okay. But the problem is, if someone, let's just say like police or a gang member, drove their car, got out to fight you, you still cannot enter their car even though no one's in it. This just seems like another kind of lazy oversight, because like no one's driving the car, so the rule of you can't steal cars from people that are currently driving it should not apply there, because the car is empty. You know, that kind of doesn't make any sense to me. Another thing is missions will fail you in nonsensical ways. For example, there was this one mission where like I started the mission and there was two options: either jump off a cliff, lose half your health, and then, you know, go fight people, which I did that the first time. Ended up failing it, so what I did next time is I decided to drive around, and as I was driving around to get to my destination, I failed the mission because it was too far, which yet again costed me another action point. The game half the time cannot decide whether you are too far away or too close, or whichever one. I also had a different instance where I was doing a chase mission and my car died. So I chased him on foot across the map, eventually got a car, and then took him down. And that mission didn't fail me, even though it was constantly telling me I'm too far away. I'm of course happy that didn't happen, because that was kind of a cool clip. The game is very inconsistent with the too far away, too close. Sometimes it'll fail you, sometimes it won't. I don't know. Overall, at the start, I really enjoyed the game. I thought it was fun. But then as we went more and more into it, it started breaking more and more. And even after the day one patch, the game still in some ways felt clunky. I don't do game reviews often. Maybe I will start doing that. Overall, I would really not recommend this game. I'd say if you want something like this, maybe just play Sleeping Dogs. That game is great. It's awesome. It also has cool fights, environmental fights, and all that. And it delivers on what it promises. I often feel bad when I talk negatively about games, but sometimes I can't stay silent. Like, I can't pretend like everything's okay when it's clearly not. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and I'll see you next time. Bye.